This country is literally destroying the middle class. Like, do we even have a middle class anymore, or is it just...
Hey everyone, it's Sal here with Simply Investing again. And this lady has a lot of good points that she's made, and it's what has happened to the American dream. I mean, she makes very valid points, and I feel the anger in her voice. Like I really feel it in her voice. And I'm a business owner, a small business owner. Own a moving company. I do own properties. I do own a lot of stuff, and I have to say I don't know what's going on in the housing market, because my first home I bought in my like first home, like I bought a when I worked on Wall Street. I did live in a flat in New York City, but I wouldn't count that as like my first home. It was really purchased by business, but and that was a dumb decision. That's another video. But like my first actual house I bought in 2010, and I bought it in outside my hometown for now granted prices were relatively depressed then, and that was like I think I was paying like $859 for like a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, about 3/4 of an acre house in a relatively blue collar middle class area. And her daughter is going through what many parents are going through, what many parents' kids are going through. It's getting hard, and a lot of kids bought into the FOMO of the market. Now, I'll tell you this: real estate agents, if they're not good at selling you FOMO, then they're probably not a really good real estate agent, or they don't probably sell a lot. But that might be the one you want to buy from. But I can tell you guys that that is crazy. But a lot of you people who have not gotten a house yet have to consider that the taxes can go up, your PMI insurance can go up, uh, rates can go up, or whatever they feel comfortable charging. The banks can do this. The best thing I could say is like if you're looking at a house to where what your down payment is 10% of, go for the house that's 20%. And there's a lot of houses out there. But I'm telling you guys right now is really the best time to wait. Unfortunately, as a former banker, that poor nice lady's daughter might end up going to foreclosure, or the house might be short sold out from under them, which would be very unfortunate. Because that would be heartbreaking. And trust me, I've been in the banking industry. I've been on the foreclosure side. I've had to go through repossessions during the 2008 crisis, and let me tell you, when that type of financial stress hits newly formed households and couples and married folk, it's hard to come back from. You have irrevocably changed the dynamic of that marriage, and it's like I hate to say it, but unfortunately, that's what might happen. And it also puts stress because her parents, the lady that did this video that you guys should go watch and check out, she they're visibly stressed, and they don't have the income to do it. Now that when they planned for their retirement, they planned for what they thought was the worst case scenario 20, 30 years ago. Now you're talking about what, a diminishing dollar and rapid inflation. And I get it. I mean, after my divorce, it sucked. Like I was broke. Like if I had to face these prices now, and when I got divorced, oh, I'd be living in a ditch, because there'd be no way I could have survived. Because I only had like $200 to my name for gas, food, and fixing my car, all the same thing. That was after I paid my rent, which my rent was $450 a month, and that was like 2012, 13, and 14. Oh my goodness, I know I'm kind of dating myself here, but on that stuff. But it's like I don't know what to. It's like for the first time, like I really don't know what to say. Like I get what both sides are. I get what Gen Z is saying. I get what everybody is saying. But now I'm telling you, everybody's starting to feel the pain. And unfortunately, this is the type of economic environment which not only does it stoke the flames of reform, which I've been telling you guys, if you guys have been watching my lives and my channel, that we're probably going to be a 4-party system come in the next couple, in I'd say maybe a decade, two election cycles. But it also, this is the destroyer of families. Nothing destroys families like financial stress. And it's hard. It's hard when you're hungry. It's hard when you're trying to provide. It's hard to even focus when your dream is slipping through your fingers. I know. I've been there. But I wasn't there in this time. Like I can't even say how much how much this is going to affect. Like I mean, I'm already seeing my competitors close up doors. I had another competitor basically just hand me over his business. He couldn't do it anymore. I was like, gave me all the stuff, gave me, I'm buying his equipment off of him. I'm hiring his staff so they don't have to lose jobs and go back to the workforce. You know, I wanted to make sure that, you know, like I'm not that type of guy. I feel for it. Like, I watched my parents suffer through the 87 crash, and my dad was a teacher, my mom was working in roadway as a regional warehouse manager. She got laid off, and they had just gotten their house at the time at 18% interest. And my dad's salary, I think at the time, well, if I remember what my dad said, it was like $28,000 a year for a teacher, right? That was, I think, 1987. Maybe it was like 30 if he got his master's or something like that. Hey guys, my dogs are barking at the other dog. What's going on, Max? What's going on? You going over there? But to kind of close this off for you guys, it's very hard. It's very hard to overcome this. I don't know what they're gonna do. I really don't know. I feel very bad. I feel very bad for them because this is going to be hard. They're going to have to dig deep. I mean, and you can't say like, well, they just need to get a more second job. It's like, but there's a good documentary on here on YouTube. I think it's by one of the major. I think it was by PBS actually, and it was on here. They documented a family from the 80s all the way up to 2000 after the financial crisis in 2008, like 2012, 2015, right? And the same young family that was in this woman's daughter's exact position, they ended up getting divorced. They lost the house eventually. Just too much to overcome, and it's hard to overcome that type of financial stress. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The only thing I could say is you can't stop voting in Washington. Washington's going to be Washington. You can vote them in or out. What you guys got to do as younger people, get involved in your local elections, because that's what's going to change the property taxes, change some of those policies, things like that. But with that said, guys, I'm going to check out here for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. So definitely be safe out there. Hopefully, I really hope none of you are going through that situation, and I wish that family the best, because it's going to be a struggle bus for everybody, including the parents.